dreaming is not bad.
The mere fact that I am a refugee back from South Sudan.
Having the dream, the basis of South Sudan, the dream of a country, then it means that we together are passionate, enthusiastic young people of this continent.
I dream of the world where people connect through storytelling and exchange of experiences and knowledge and ideas and all of that.
A promising young man from South Sudan selflessly brought together some youngsters to share their aspirations. So we went on a listening journey to understand what drives them to pursue their dreams, since it sounds like an incredible voyage from their dreams.
Here is the land of heroes.
Our journey begins with a dancehall superstar from South Sudan. He has amused and motivated a lot of young people with his music.
We all have a dream, either you're a musician, a footballer, a basketballer, or you want to be a politician, a business person. You dream about it and then maybe get up one day and start doing it. That's our dream.
And we don't know where to go. Make a way for us.
You know, I'm a musician, so I actually go together and maybe to perform more of my songs, meet new people. And I happened to meet one of these brothers of mine. It's called Victor Board. He's a writer. This is one of his books. I happened to listen to one of the speeches he was speaking during that youth event, and he was actually telling the youth, he was encouraging the youth about his dream of how to come up with writings of the books. And these books actually they are books that inspire the youth and the courage to speak.
Dr. Kiss currently resides in Nairobi, Kenya, and has been producing and writing music for the last 20 years.
What I can say is the future is bright there, but we just need to focus. We will get there. We don't know when we will get there, but we will get there. I'm assuring you, and let's not give up. Let's keep dreaming. This is why we're here. We need to dream. That dream will come true. Either you want to sing, go to the studio, struggle. Just walk, don't care, as long as you will hit the bar.
Released engaging content, with the most recent being the song My Girlfriend, which he claims to have been written for both his girlfriend and assimilating it to many others.
My name is Antonio Rugangi. I'm from the Democratic Republic of Congo, DRC. I'm a storyteller, and they call me author because I just released a book called Amanda, Born of the First Congo War. Before the book, my passion is actually telling stories, and I do that through different medium. Writing is one of them, then also music. I've composed a bunch of songs.
Yeah, Tony, stay down, it's a robbery. We take it to the streets so the governor can see. Riots all day, riots all night. We never get there, but we always on the way. Dream trap and dreamland can't break through. Make a call to good life, can't pass through. You want that car, boy, I want it too. We want to change the world, but we're still few. And we still know where the mind is running kinda fast, kinda far. I'ma call the bank, tell them I'ma need a capital. Can we all need ideas on a peace of mind, peace of land? Then maybe we can make a meal. Make a meal, song is offering. But I can change the whole world for a little kid. I know it's that green that we're all after. Always being told how much we can capture. God less, but we think we put God first. Selfishness increase that we confess. We live blind, never since what comes next. Running straight to hell like on the contest. Hit 'em up, hit 'em up, hit 'em up, bro. You have the rights, go ahead, hit 'em up, yo. We the problem, must be the solution. Living an illusion, time for the incision. Damn.
Antonio. He harbors similar music aspirations, just like Dr. Kiss. He is a writer all the way from the Democratic Republic of Congo. His writing on his native country has been the foundation of his career. Antonio also frequently records and posts freestyles to his Instagram account.
Alright, that's it. Alright, see ya.
Myself sometimes. And I haven't published more of that, but also podcasts. And I met this nice guy from South Sudan. His name is Victor. And he was also writing his book at the same time. So we exchanged ideas in terms of covers and all that. And for me, it was interesting to feel like I wasn't alone on this mission of creating documentation, especially from an African context, where you have this African storytelling, giving the story of Africa from an African perspective. The Land of the Exile was actually the book he was writing at the time, and he was debating on the cover. Then he saw my cover, he saw a profile, and I think he got inspired from that. I don't know, but we haven't talked about it, but I think. And it ended up being a great cover that attracts people and visually it's attractive and beautiful. So I'm just glad in this quest of documenting the stories of Africa. I'm not alone, I have my brothers with me. Victor is one of them, and then we have other ones we collaborate with, like Anika.
They say that the world, everybody has dreams. And one of my biggest dreams was to publish a book. But I didn't know how to go about it. So it was something that was in me, but it was dormant. So this one night I walked into one of my friend's room and I found a book on the table and it caught my interest. The book had a beautiful cover and then I wanted to look at it. Looking at it, I saw a picture of a young person I've seen on campus, but we've never really talked. So I asked this guy if he knows the guy to connect me. Apparently it was his cousin. So we walked into Victor's room and we started discussing about the book, The Land of the Exile.
I love the book because it connects to me. The mere fact that I am a refugee back from South Sudan.
Also how the title came about, how he published it, with so much interest and enthusiasm towards the book. And at that time I had not told him about what I was thinking or what my intentions were. But immediately we spoke and I saw that this is something that would be possible. It became apparent to me that I also could publish it. So in one way or the other I can say that he inspired my dream to write and my dream to publish a book, and he also has inspired me and connected me to publishers or someone who published my book, and then right now I have my own book.
Volcon also had been a youth leader, as I know he had been involved in a youth leader some time back. So he shared with me the challenges and how we can, overcome them. And he said, Bryson, we believe that all of us, with the dream that you have, you can change the society.
Victor also is not.
Anika is a young man from Kenya. He has dreamt of many transformative ideas, from writing to leading. He has amused and motivated a lot of young people.
And we have done so many other projects with him. My related skills. Now that I'm in the trade club, he has also helped me with my community service projects.
It's thrilling to meet a person and share a space, an intimate space such as a dorm room, with a person who's on the same mission as you. So most of the time we'll sit down and talk about music, talk about writings, literature, publishing, and all that. And that brother is Victor. And
That's how I start. Let's go. Nama sekera mabogi waye. 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 Vibes. Mabogi waye. Nama sekera mabogi waye. So imagine a group of people just singing that over and over on this part. And then the verse comes in. Yeah. C'est une affaire d'homme, on dirait Turbo King. Éloquence et substance, on dirait Luther King. Viens chez nous, sors pas chez nous, ça cartonne comme Pélé. On est black et on frappe fort, profil Machiavelli. Chers amis et ennemis qui saluent mes bandas. C'est soit la banque ou la banque, pas ton putain de ganda. On parle de billets verts, rouge, noir ou violet. Le boulot fait la game, l'argent fait les trophées. On arrive sur ta scène comme un ouragan qui se kiffe. Tant pis pour les jaloux, pas les temps, on fait du bif. Des millions et des milliards, le Congo en a besoin. La famille nous est sacrée, il faudra en prendre soin. Impossible de rester poli dans un monde plein de folie. On dort plus, on reste debout, car nos gouvernants sont des gros loups, des gros trous. Namasekera mabogi waye. 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 All right. Thank you so much for watching my bullshit. Alright. See you next time. You can go.
Dreaming is not bad. I mean, we all have dreams. But at some point, we have dreamt of becoming something. And that shouldn't be bad. You see, I also had a dream. And I started it. And decided to share my journey with a lot of people, young men, old people, and every society I have visited. I have tried my best to interact with the people and to learn what their dreams are. And by dreams, we don't just mean the dreams that we experience when we are sleeping. The dream I mean here is the idea of what you want to be, what is your plan, what is your future. This is the dreams we are talking about.
My dreams changed over time. When I was a kid, I used to hear my grandma praising the current president of Rwanda, that he was able to, to save Rwanda, to rescue a country that was drowning into the sea of chaos over a short time.
Zeus is also an aspirant from the Republic of Burundi, one of the growing countries in East Africa with high levels of youth unemployment. But Zeus decided to change his career dream to writing and storytelling.
When I reached high school, my dream changed a bit, and that's where my writing journey started. I was in a literature class. We were learning about some writers who stood up for black people, for blackness, for what was known as negritude movement. And some of the proponents cite Aimé Césaire, Leopold Senghor from Senghor, among others.
I am very passionate about people, specifically young people. I will be able to work towards my vision of making the world a better place for young people and irrespective of where they are.
It's hard as a young person to discover your dream or your talent because of maybe career, the parent wants you to do that.
Young people in Africa frequently take after their parents. The majority of them are forced to follow their parents' dreams rather than their own.
My parents wanted me to enroll or study laws. Of course, it is a long-term dream that we should have. And you know, when you have personal dreams and your parents have what they expect of you, it becomes a bit contradictory and a challenge. Until I met this uncle of mine, and he talked more on why I should not. And so he let decision be mine.
His father suggested first that he would first go to do his law school. But what was there to say, you want to do philosophy?
I critically remember before I came to Kenya, one evening I was seated, one of my great uncles is called Warren, and we had a discussion at length about why I wanted to pursue philosophy rather than what my parents wanted.
He told me that, uncle, I want to do philosophy because I happened to get some of the ideas from the books and I was inspired.
Philosophy, it was my dream.
But I told him, you listen to your father, maybe you do what your father said.
So when I came to pursue international relations, the workshop, it was something never heard before. And dreams change. You may dream of becoming a lawyer. You can be consistent, of course, with it, and you can attain it. But in the long run, you can have other alternative. You can become a doctor, an engineer.
Young people in Africa are faced with many challenges of employment, housing, and pressures from materialism, with the outstanding factor being the indecision with a variety of cultural beliefs.
I personally, my parents don't like me to be an actor because what they wanted me, maybe once my career, I should do maybe law or a journalism. Those are the things they were telling me. But I personally, my passion and what I wanted was to be an actor.
For some, growing up watching action movies or drama inspired them to discover their talents. Yet this still remains untouched theory amongst African youth.
A cosmopolitan society where we are united in everything, irrespective of where we come from. We need to have that unity, that one space, and that space is the Southern Dream. The Southern Dream. Of course, one day I met with a group of young men.
Victor is the main character of the story. He's a playwright, poet, and author from South Sudan. He brought together the youngsters to contribute to a positive, diverse culture and develop a strong sense of identity in their ambitions. Victor is trying to build an entity where dreams are integrated. He experiences dreams that are comparable to Kwame Anthony Appiah's by envisioning a multicultural society where people can freely voice their opinions. He is accompanied by a few of his peers, many of whom he greatly inspires. He imagines a future in which dreams come true and where young people are able to express themselves via the accomplishment of their aspirations.
These young men, I looked at them, and not just at what they are, but I looked deeper into their minds. I tried to figure out what do they think. And I realized we all share dreams, same dreams. The dream, Antonio wrote a book about the origin of his country, similar to that which I wrote. It's about my country. And I realized, why don't we sit together and share our dreams together, rather than you waking up, pursuing your personal dream and aiming at it at your own.
The importance of this game, most of us are trying to keep fit, so the game helps us, with our agilities and our fitness, keeps us going. So yeah, that's the most important part of it. And then I think that's it. So basically, we want to play, showcase our talent, at the same time also win some of these friendlies that we are going to play.
I also play because we need exercises. I go to the field, exercise, also meet great players and captains. We share ideas also because having a dream doesn't necessarily mean one specific one. So we talk about matters that concern that particular field, be it football,
Sports
or
is also one
tennis,
source of
etc.
unity among Africans. It brings together young people and is being used to create a cognitive presence both home and abroad.
In leadership, I've also served, not major ones. I've served in my primary school, in my secondary school, and also here I'm serving. I remember in 2019, I met a team of young men called the Young Leaders Society, and they really participated in the communal transformation. They cared about the society. They trained, they collected youth of voice, and we met. And at some points, maybe Saturdays, we go to the marketplaces, we clean the dirty places. Through times, I headed the young men. We wrote articles, we preached sanitation, and so many other things. And we were lucky that the Unimate team based in Kojo by then really appreciated our work. And after we wrote to them a project, they approved it and it was implemented. We brought together different diverse communities and we preached peace to them through entertainment, through sports, and so many things like debates. We went through radios, and I believe through such we've served the community. To be a leader, you don't have to wait for that diplomatic assignment or how you term it. I think being a leader is something you're born with and you wake up and you do it.
I started a street children's program called Gift, which teaches young boys English, mathematics, and discipleship.
Education is really important, and we all need to study, and we all need to teach and take back what we gain.
It has been a family issue. It has come from the family background. His grandfather was headmaster. His dad, before he joined the struggle, was also a teacher in the school. Born himself before he joined the university. He was first a teacher for 1 year.
I have a family history, something that has flown for quite a while. My younger siblings are as well teaching by now, and that brings us to my bigger dream, the dream of writing. I've written and published 3 books. The first debut is called The Land of the Exiled. It's a fictional novel. It's inspired by my late grandfather. It's based on the history of my country. And there is so much in it I have articulated. There is so much I've presented.
Victor published his debut fictional novel in September 23rd, 2021. The book was inspired by his late grandfather, Victor Ball Yotton, to whom he is named after. His steps have opened up a way for his younger siblings and friends.
Him having published 2 more books, latest Tales of the Drunken Knight, I feel like it's a challenge also for me in a more positive manner to bring out even that positive competition. He has written a novel, a collection of poems, and a play. So it also shows the diversity that comes with it. So if he's good at poetry, then it means that I'm inspired to work on it and become even better. So he's not only a friend, he's also an inspiration. And his book, The Land of the Exiled, having the dream, the basis of South Sudan, and the dream of a country, then it means that we together are passionate, enthusiastic young people of this continent. And I believe together, I see a future of us together and changing this continent in whatever ways possible.
I got to know Victor, a very good writer, out of books he has written, specifically The Land of the Exile. I love that book because it connects to me. The mere fact that I am a refugee back from South Sudan, I was forced to exile indirectly. And in his book, I can relate on how very many people out there who have been forced out of their land have the opportunity to go back and make their countries or their places of origin a better place. So I'm excited to see what Victor and other young people do to make the world a better place.
In that book that I read, the Tale of the Drunkard Night, it's actually a very good book. It's humorous, and at the same time, the pattern of the language that is applied there is of intellectual thoughtful, full of intakes, and the book itself is not just readable, but it is actually insightful in itself. So my point here, what I want to say is that Ebol is able to finish off his school. We will give him opportunity to write, and he will do great wonders. Would be like African writers. I am seeing the future in him.
When Akol is Victor's uncle, who helped shape him in his decision making.
If you are there outside there at the youth, this is your time. Don't give up. Keep moving. Chase your dream. And you stop what people are telling about you.
Because our world is very complex. And at some point we receive friends that tell us you have to do this.
Peer pressure is an abstract that has long affected how youth in Africa pursue their dreams.
So when you start listening to such people, they may not necessarily be biased ideas. They could be really good at it. But at times they make you forget what your main dream is. And that's why we need the Southern Dream, where you speak out your voice, you speak out your heart, where we dream big and where our dreams matter.
Other writers, for example, we have Shirley Chebe in Nigeria. We also have in South Sudan we have Madinde, who is actually writing on social social issues, writing also on politics, writing on issues of diplomacy. So he will finish after his school journey and then go there and sit, to write books, or even go into the arena of diplomacy. He will do a lot, and so you add into what they already had from the university, what we call soft skill. You would combine soft skills and hard skills, and so you bring out that Bol would do a great thing. In the Republic of South Sudan, we will do great things in East Africa as a whole. So, as a family member, we're here to support him, become what you want to be in life, become what you want to be, to help people, make things better for us. Because even coming from a background of fighting wars and hatred, but through writing, because the books is actually talk about fiction writing. So and fiction, if you go to it, you learn a lot of things from it. As I said before, sometimes it's actually amazing, it's lovable, but at the same time, it has something to say. There's something to say that we can learn from it. Things of social life, things of politics, good life, and so many issues. So from here, to anyone who wants to help this young man, he should give his hand and support him become a better person for all of us.
Fata Radio, nobody's time. Plan base, we are hard this time. Fata Radio, Dr. Peace time. Who's up time, we are more than Fata Radio, Asuma Guna Dasanade. Bam Bam Fata Radio, Asuma Guna Dasanade. Fata Radio, Asuma Guna Dasanade. Bam Bam Fata Radio, Asuma Guna Dasanade. turn off the TV. Back off, just play my VCD. And this not top for radio. This one again is top for radio. Pull up, dance to dance time. Asylum break up dance time. Kuzos plan dance to dance time. Fatalik, shall I fi don't do more